When finishing a large overhang, soffit girts are necessary for a strong backing and a clean look underneath. There are two different soffit systems we use: a soffit at a bottom chord and a drop-down soffit. In this video, we will cover the soffit at a bottom chord system. Soffit girts are the 3 5/8 inch secondary members installed on the pre-welded tabs along the underside of the overhang. When installing soffit girts along the underside of your overhang, make sure that you have the correct girt for each location. Your W drawings and ship list will show you which girts should be used and where they should be placed in your building. On the galvanized secondary framing list, you will have the location or use for each secondary member. For the soffit girts, locate the necessary secondary members that indicate they are for overhang, that pertain to the sidewall or end wall you are working on. It's a good idea to check the length of the girt prior to installing. In our example, the soffit girt is 9 feet 6 inches long and will need to be cut to fit the overhang bays. Measure the distance between the inside edge of overhang beam number 1 to the inside edge of overhang beam number 2. Mark your girt and cut. The bottom leg at both ends of your soffit girt may need to be notched out to clear the bottom of the overhang beam. In our example, we cut out a 1.5 inch by 1/2 inch notch on both ends. Contact the experts at Worldwide Steel if you have any questions. Ensure your girt is straight and square before securing with Tek screws into the pre-welded tabs. This will ensure a smooth soffit panel layout. Repeat this process for your next soffit girt. The soffit girt at the eave purlin will also need to be notched to fit into place. Measure from the inner outside edge of overhang beam number 1 to the inner inside edge of overhang beam number 2. In our example, the length is 85 inches. Transfer this measurement to your soffit girt, adding 2 additional inches to your measurement to allow for your notch tabs. Cut your length of girt and then measure and cut your notches. Your notches may need to be adjusted to ensure the girt is in proper alignment with the inside edge of your eave purlin, as demonstrated here. Once the soffit girt is flush with the low eave purlin, secure into place with Tek screws through the girt and into the low eave purlin. Make sure your soffit girts are plumb before proceeding to the next bay. Soffit girts will also need to be installed from the outside overhang beam to the end wall. In this example, starting at grid 1 on your W drawings, the first frame in is set 6 5/8 inches back from the end wall. Therefore, you will need to measure and cut your soffit girts to 6 5/8 inches and install. Once all soffit girts have been installed, it's time to install your foam closure strips and J-trim. Thanks for choosing Worldwide Steel Buildings. Got questions? Give us a call at 1-800-825-0316 or visit our website at worldwidesteelbuildings.com.